we have a very important guest here. She's from Spain, Luisa Peña, and she's the representative of Women of the World platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Firstly, I read this morning in the newspaper a very interesting article that says that there's a new tendency, a new movement that's called the No Mo movement, N-O-M-O, No Moms. It is expected that in the Western world, between 25 to 30% of women won't be mothers, radically. They have a firm conviction that they won't be, they don't like motherhood and they won't be mothers. Well, that's kind of a very hard statement to do. Women of the World platform wants to bring another vision, a positive vision of motherhood. There's no doubt that there's a cultural background of our society that is changing, as well as our role models and aspirations. However, despite these substantial changes that have been taking place, women's motherhood remains the key element of the social structure. In recent decades, we have witnessed how a massive entry of women into the workforce has been. Nevertheless, this incorporation has not happened properly. Women have suffered negative consequences, and with them, family and society as a whole too. In general terms, common women, real women, want to have kids. That's the normality. But actually, they want to have more kids than they actually have. There are studies that can prove this. And we want to take care of them, of our own children, see them grow, be present during their childhood and adolescence, and enjoy our family lives. But the social pressure is the other way around. It has forced us to hide our motherhood, to hide our desires, to delay our maternity. And this has to demonstrate, and we have to demonstrate always in the workforce, in the public sphere, that we, children, won't take us apart from being like men. Actually, the stereotype is that if you dedicate more time to your family, then you're less professional. That's scary too. There's a complete misconception and a mistaken human management of this social change. For practical purposes, these feelings cause the decline of the birth rate that is sinking the Western world into a demographic winter that will carry serious consequences in the future. It is not women, mothers or fathers, nor families, the ones who have to adapt to the economic, social, and political world, but the other way around. It is the family that gives life to societies, and a healthy society is based on strong, united, and well-built families. Motherhood must regain its rightful place as a social and human benefit that is worthy consideration and respect. It must not be denigrated anyway, discriminated against, or objectified. Additionally, scientific progress has allowed birth control, as my colleagues just said, both in terms of stopping or producing babies. And this has led to the commodification of maternity and its marketing. Women of the World echoes the voices of those women who want to speak in terms of women. We were born 2 years ago in the CSW, in the European Parliament, with a statement that talks about this complementarity and this vision, positive vision of women and mothers. It was launched by the Spanish organization Profesionales por la Ética in coalition with Women Attitude from Belgium and Femina Europa from France. And it has been supported by a large worldwide group of organizations. Nowadays we are 20 partners, such as Pro Mujer Derechos Humanos Perú, Familia y Futuro Ecuador, Foro Isleño de la Familia in Spain, Baleares, the European Network of Family Policy Institute, Citizen Go, that it's a global platform, Red Familia Colombia, Kenya Christian Professional Forum, Real Woman Canada, Temps de Dones in Catalonia, Spain, Provita Bucaresti in Romania, ANSIFEM, Mexico, Canada Silent No More, Enraizados, Si de Vida, Vida San Salvador, and that's it. So, Women of the World wants to break in the international institutions and in politicians, in national, domestic level, but also international, to let them be aware that the real woman think and demand other things. We want to break into old-fashioned radical feminism and also the new version of it, gender ideology. We will not accept anymore that the international institutions develop policies that ignore, fight, suppress our feminine identity, motherhood, or the value of the prior dedication to the family. We are regaining the women's full identity, the role as women in our own families, in society and in the labor market, but also give motherhood back its value and dignity. As another project that we have been working on, there's a brand new university forum that's going to be very interesting for these young students. But it principally aims to young women, to have another perspective of their own professional careers and development. To not be so focused or so obsessed in, we have to be successful, we have to be perfect, women can have it all. But to organize our own project, our own vital project, considering family, considering our profession, etc. So we have, with workshops and theoretical classes, we help them build a comprehensive project of their lives. It is nowadays it's in Spain, in Madrid, in a university, and it's formed with 3 sessions plus workshops, and it's being a huge success. And now, what brings me here in CSW61, a manifesto. Manifesto for social and productive change of women, looking directly into the working world from a woman's perspective. This manifesto was launched this March the 8th, the International Women's Day, and now it's supported by 58 NGOs from 23 countries, 12 politicians from Europe and America, also policymakers that are the real ones that have the power to change these, and 31 social leaders. If there's in the room people that want to subscribe this manifesto, you can do it online in our webpage, but also if you want to do it physically, we have and there's social leaders in the room or politicians. It would be great if you could sign it with us, like in a symbolic way. And I'll read it for you so that you can know what this manifesto is about. The politicians, social leaders, and signing entities declare that maternity and motherhood are being discriminated against in the Western world. Being a mother, or wanting to be one, causes many women to be pushed away from the workforce. The incorporation of women in the workforce has greatly ignored everything they can contribute with from their natural identity. It has neglected the different stages motherhood defines in their career. In order to recover this full identity of women in the labor market, it is necessary to make the change in social culture and also in a productive model so that economic rationality is not separated from the human person and life is not subordinated to the interests of the capital, of money. A new socio-economic system that recognizes family as a social foundation is much needed. For this, the following points are imperative. 1. A real and positive work-family balance that allows women and men, of course, to raise and educate their children. This positive reconcilement involves making schedules more flexible, allowing reduction of working hours, and promoting work from home, telecommuting. And also that professional responsibilities by goals through tax incentives and social security contributions to the companies that develop them. 2. The legal and cultural recognition of the exclusive dedication to the family as a job category. This dedication to the family implies an immense source of wealth and social welfare that is quantifiable economically through the GDP. It actually can be introduced in the GDP. Not recognizing the dedication institutionally entails social discrimination. Thus, exclusive dedication to the family should be considered as a job category with access to social security, medical leave, and retirement. I know this costs a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. The reincorporation of women who, because of the dedication of their family, have been out of the workforce for a long period of time should be encouraged. This must be done by the state in a subsidiarity manner through tax advantages in social security contributions to these companies and corporations that take these women back to work. In this regard, the main focus should be on women who are particularly vulnerable. These are single mothers, widowed, and separate mothers. 3. The denunciation of any discriminatory sign towards women and maternity. This includes discriminations against working women who have children or want to have children, such as my case, and those who are exclusively or partially dedicated to the care and their families. It also involves elimination of the wage gap or the pay gap and the access to certain jobs. 4th and last, the elimination of social and ideological policies, as well as of educational programs that do not respect feminine identity and motherhood. Specifically, the gender perspective imposed in the educational, business, and media spheres that does not reflect reality, but instead manipulates it. So thank you very much for listening to this, and if you're interested in subscribing to the Manifesto, please let me know.